Hello everyone, it's Creepy and Tina.
Hola.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and that you're in the best of health.
Yes, with health as always being lo más importante.
So Tina, we've been getting some questions and some comments on the channel as it relates to buying and renting here in the Dominican Republic.
And you did a video, correct?
Sure did.
On your retirement perspective, talking about, he kind of got off track, I'll be honest. He meant to say in the video why exactly we decided to either rent or buy here in the Dominican, because that's one of the questions we get asked a lot. But what he ended up doing, which I loved, was a video telling you guys some really great key facts on why you may want to get rid of your properties.
Absolutely.
Before moving out here or relocating to another country, and the advantages of renting versus buying and buying versus renting. So you did give some really great information. If you guys have not seen that video, go back and watch that retirement perspective where Eric discusses renting versus buying. But here today, this video is going to come back to what everybody keeps asking us.
Right.
Do you rent or did you buy it? Are you going to buy? When are you going to buy? Where are you going to buy? Why would you buy? Why would you rent? These are all the questions that we get. So here's the answers. Because we definitely already have given, what, it's like 4 or 5 tours of the property and of our residence that we are renting. I repeat, we are renting. So we've said that a million times, but I don't know, some people still didn't get it and they still ask. Or you're new to the channel, so you don't know, you haven't watched any of our older videos. Now you're about to hear a lot of noise because today it is storming outside.
Pouring down raining. I love it.
It's a little cloudy in here and you're going to hear a lot of rain, but that's okay. We've got our mics, you should hear us great. But we are renting, we currently rent, and we will rent the entire time that we are in the Dominican Republic. Now, why, Eric? Why would we not purchase in the Dominican Republic?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of answers I can give you, Tina, on that. Because first of all, when you buy, you got to go through all the stipulations, all the paperwork, get you an attorney, make sure everything is solid and sound. But then when you get ready to leave, now you got to sell that same property, and hopefully you get what you put into the property before you leave.
Right. So my main reasoning for any property, irregardless if it's here, Timbuktu, Las Vegas, wherever, I need to know that in the long term, I will make some revenue. I do nothing to lose money. Nothing. So, to me, supply and demand is the first thing that I look at. So moving to the Dominican Republic, and that is all, your other video was the United States. We are dealing with the Dominican Republic in this video solely. In the Dominican Republic, right now, supply is through the roof, meaning I could literally walk out of my building and go left or right on a street and see 2 or 3 brand new apartment home buildings that are going up. Although they're not very large, we're not talking 20 and 30 floors in each one. We're talking, usually they go 6 to 12 floors, and they're trying to limit the amount of apartments. So the max you'll probably have on a floor is 4. The least amount is 2. In Santo Domingo, you'll see where you will have an entire floor because the apartment's it's an apartment home, so it's huge. It's like a 3,000, 4,000 square foot apartment.
Yep.
It's still a lot. So I would say that if I am gauging like Santiago, I'm going to use that as an example because I live here, the supply is very high. Now the demand is very low because a lot of people rent. So unless you're using it for a rental property or hope to use it for a rental property or a forever home, then you would buy. But for us, it's probably not going to be a forever home.
Right.
I would be looking at it to turn a profit, and I would make absolutely no profit. And now you guys are going to say, what? Why? You're crazy. I'll tell you why. Because you come here and think that a $100,000 to $200,000 home is cheap, which it is if you're speaking about compared to and then put in your state in the United States.
Right.
So compared to Las Vegas, Nevada, would this be cheaper? Yes, it would be cheaper.
Yeah, it would be.
Something that I'm living in right now would cost $400,000 if I were to live in Vegas, or $500,000 if I was living in like Miami.
Or California.
Right. But because it's cheaper to me, doesn't matter. It matters the climate and the economics where you're at. So here in the Dominican Republic, that is on the high end. So I use it like this. Here's the market. I do this all the time with you. I'm going to invade some of your space. Here's the market. You have now bought a home which costs $200,000. Let's just take a nice little even number like that. The amount of people looking that can afford that $200,000 home has now gone like this. Okay? The $200,000 realm that you're doing, you're expecting to make money from. So now you want to make at least $250,000, I would think, or $300,000. So now it's going like this. And now if you're thinking that, oh, but all the expats are going to come. Expats are looking everywhere, so now it's getting even thinner. And then you're like, well, there's real well-off Dominicans, and yes, there is a lot of them, but a lot of them also build their own homes and get great deals. So now the market has gone like this of people available to purchase that $200,000 home that you bought. So you're either going to make it by the skin of your teeth and sell it for $200,000, or you're going to lose money. I do nothing to lose money. So therefore, I would not buy a home in Santiago. So now you can start on your keyboards telling me how wrong I am and telling me how I don't know anything and all the other stuff you tell me, but I only know my reality and I only know our lives. And I know what I will and I will not do. I know what I will and will not gamble on. And to me, I've never been a real estate person as far as investment properties and things like that. There's other places and realms that I'd like to make my money in. So real estate has never appealed to me. Too much maintenance, too much
taxes,
checking after people and things like that.
Yeah,
and there's a laundry list of costs, of course, that are involved when you're talking about purchasing something that you have to maintain and you have to keep. But regardless of that, that is my reason for not buying here. The second on that list would definitely be the construction. I am from a construction management background, but I am not an engineer, an architect, nor a general contractor. I was on the accounting end. So I could not micromanage, nor would I want to micromanage an entire construction of a place for us. That is way too much, and here you really have to be there micromanaging, and you could talk about that because you said you knew somebody.
Yeah, you got to be actually on point when you actually find a property, okay? Because we can't tell you guys what to do with your money.
Yeah,
that's one of the things. You don't want to have property here and then have property over here and then have property over here, because then that's more on your mind and that's more stress that you got to worry about when you try to go to the next place and you worry about what's happening over here.
Yes.
Now in the construction, I'm telling you, the construction, you got to be on it like white on rice, because if not, it's your money going out of the window.
Yes.
If something ain't done right.
Or cut corners.
Or cut.
They love to cut corners here. They love to cut the corner, not tell you they're cutting the corner until a year or so later when you have the problem, because we've seen it in this building, even where we're at. And every time we see something happen, I look at you and I go, I am so glad we don't own this. I would not want to deal with these issues. That's ridiculous for the amount of money that this place costs, that they're even having the little issues plumbing wise that they've been having. I don't need them kind of problems.
Yeah, the construction, because it's going so quick and so fast, and it ain't like, you're in a different country now. So here you have also people that are watching over the property, because I've seen that with my own eyes. Superintendents, supervisors are watching over the workers.
Well, they have to, because I've not seen inspections per se where you can't, because as you guys know that are either in construction or have had construction done, You get to a point and then it has to be inspected. If it does not pass inspection, your building doesn't finish. It doesn't go any further until you can pass inspection. That doesn't happen here.
Right, sure don't.
You don't need any type of inspection to build. You build what you want to build. As long as it's within your plot of land, you have free reign. And that scares me.
So it's just something to think about when you come here and you figure out what you're going to do, where you want to live,
Plus, you like
all
building.
those kind of things. Yeah,
if you like building and you're like a construction guy and you want to come build your own house or you want to manage the guys that are doing it, then heck yeah, go for it.
Go for it. Absolutely.
I mean, I personally have better things to do with my time because we decided a long time ago we're going to proceed into retirement to relax and then to enjoy our lives. We're not going to do anything that we have to do. We're going to do things because we want to do them. And like I said in another video about relationships and and things that you have to decide when you're moving, these are one of the compromises and things you have to decide early on so that you know how to proceed when things like this happen. Rent or buy. What do we do? Oh, what are we going to do? So to answer the question on why, that's number two. Number two is definitely the construction quality, which I thought you would have way more to say about that.
Yeah,
he complains more than me.
I'm telling you, I just see stuff, I find stuff, and stuff, from the piping to the plumbing, especially the plumbing. I mean, we don't have so many problems. We have to call the guy to come and fix the toilets and some
sinks,
people,
everything.
Sinks and
pipes
things like
in
this.
The wall. It ain't just the toilets; it's everything.
Right, and it's just a little small stuff that work on your nerves, especially when you call it yours. So if you don't watch over these people, and the ones that you have come, whether you get your house built or whatever.
Even when they're fixing something, you have to watch.
Yeah, because they'll come and say, okay, it's fixed. But then when you go in there and check it an hour later, because I got a sink that's still leaking back here in the maid's quarters.
Yeah.
And it's been leaking for months.
Yeah.
So I just turn the water off, okay? And don't worry about it, ain't no maid back there, okay? So I just turn it off, and I contact the guys. They say they're coming. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't come. When they do come, they come in here, they tinker with it, leave out. Another month later, it starts leaking again. So we just want to let you guys know that this is what you will expect when you come out here. Construction, if you're talking about construction, you got to be very, very thorough.
Yes.
And there's a big difference between renting and owning.
Yes.
Because now when you own, you buy your own property and you do what you want to do, like she just said.
Yeah.
But renting is is a totally different beast.
Well, you have the freedom. So number 3 is freedom.
Right.
So we really enjoy the freedom and the flexibility of saying, hey, if I want to go a few months and live in Spain or
Taiwan or Tokyo,
anywhere, I can go off and go do what I want to do for those few months. Or if we decide we want to totally move somewhere else and then totally move somewhere else and then totally move somewhere else, we have the flexibility and the freedom, libre, to do that because we're not tied down to a property. So that was another factor that led to us deciding there's absolutely no way that we would buy a property in the Dominican Republic.
Right.
But that's just because it didn't fit our lifestyle
Right.
and what we see in the future of us wanting to do.
Right, because the decisions that we make them together. We make sure we're in agreement. We look down the road. We see what it looks like, what our goals, what our plans are, and our plans call for us for right now just to rent.
Yep, so those are the 3 reasons for us wanting to rent versus buying. So I hope that cleared up all the questions. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments. But remember, my money, my decision. Your money, your decision.
That's right. And only you control your future with your finances. So that's a big decision that you have to make together as a couple.
Yes.
So, in the meantime, between the time, also remember that life is to be enjoyed.
Yes, it is. Continue to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of videos like this and others in our catalog of helpful videos on relocation and retirement in the DR or anywhere. And make sure to give this and all videos a thumbs up. Hitting subscribe and hitting that thumbs up is a free and easy way to patron the channel, but we also always have all information underneath the channel in case you are interested in a one-on-one phone or video consultation.
So, until the next video, peace.